I be riding around with a bad bitch.
So, we're gonna kick it off like this. Tell them your name, where you're from, and a little bit about yourself.
My name is Sean Andy. I've been in Fed for 14 years. I came here from the Bronx, New York. I've been having my own business / record label for the past 8 years. And I've been rapping for about 10 years now. So that's just a little bit about, about myself.
Okay, so got a question for you. What do you love most about doing music?
About doing music? Ooh, I honestly think it's the excitement of creating. Like, I love to create, I love to make things from scratch. I love to just be out the box with how I do things. So I feel like my biggest inspiration to create is just making something that hasn't been done yet.
Gotcha.
Like, I feel like hasn't been done yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's basically what it is.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yes, sir.
And then, what would you say that was your best project that you did?
Best project?
Yeah.
Ooh, I dropped 2 projects. I dropped one in 2014, and then I dropped one late last year. So my best personal project that I've ever done is probably the one I most recently just did. You know what I'm saying? The Sean Andy EP is the name of it. The reason I say it's my favorite or the most special to me is because I mixed, mastered, and engineered, recorded it myself. I didn't do all the producing. I didn't make all the beats personally.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? I mixed everything myself. Like, I recorded myself. I did the little, bells and whistles and everything, and I did it myself.
That's what's up.
Yeah, bro.
So what got you into doing beats, making beats?
Not making beats, because I don't actually personally make them.
Okay.
I co-produce.
Gotcha.
So you know what I'm saying? Honestly, I don't have a personal beat that I've done myself.
Yeah.
I just got into the co-producing, you know what I'm saying? So
And then how you like that though? Because that sound gotta be kind of fun.
it's good. It's good. I feel like I want to get more deep into just creating music in general. Like, I want to network with people that don't just do rap.
Gotcha.
I want to work with artists that do all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I love co-producing though. I feel like just doing what I do, the basic of what I do, I think it's amazing because I'm learning, and I love learning new stuff. Like I said before, I like creating, so you gotta learn to create.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta experiment to create too.
So, on your path to success with all the things you do, right?
Yeah.
So far, what was the most hardest thing you had to achieve, or what is the thing you're trying to still achieve?
Ooh. The hardest thing I think I personally had to achieve for my music career was confidence, man. I felt like my music, at one point in time, I didn't really believe in myself. You know what I'm saying? So I had to get past that adversity in order for me to, just excel into a different type of person, a different life, more inspiration, more experience person, and that's what it helped me grow. I feel like I grew with my music.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah, that makes, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, it makes plenty of sense. So, what would be your best moment as being an artist?
Best moment ever? When I did my first show in 2014.
Yeah.
That show was crazy, man. It was like, I ran the show. I was headlining the first show I ever did in my life.
Okay.
I headlined it, and I put on probably 9, 10 other artists at that time. And the show was a success. It was at the Drunk Horse Pub.
Okay.
And the show was a success.
What is that? The Drunk Horse Pub?
It closed down. It was called the
Okay,
BXM.
damn, that was a hard ass name though.
Yeah, the Drunk Horse Pub.
That's just still, nigga, what? The name to the kept that bitch open.
I know, right?
Hey.
And boom, first show I ever did, I orchestrated it myself. I had my partner, shout out Gary Fisher. He paid for the venue and all that type of stuff, and he got it popping. We got the venue situated, we got everything in order. We got the 9, I think it was 10 artists. We got the 10 artists that came out there and they did their thing. Like, the show was packed.
Lit.
It was probably like, at least, no lie, like 300 people there. 300, 400 people.
Dang.
Yeah, man, it was packed. It was packed. It was people, so many people talked about it that they just started hitting me up, following me. Ricky, I think you probably remember that at that time when I had did that show. Because you came to the next one after that. You know, man,
That's
you know what I'm
lit,
saying?
bro.
So,
Shoot. So what would be your top 5 favorite artists?
top 5?
Yeah.
Like, is it just rap or any,
Anything.
any genre?
Any genre.
Alright, so 1, definitely Michael Jackson. 2, you're gonna get that to Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
Kendrick Lamar is a huge inspiration and one of my favorite artists of all time. 3, Kanye West.
Okay.
Kanye West. 4, Pat Poose. Yeah, Pat Poose is one of my favorites.
That's
And
a
then
new one.
Yeah, and then number 5, Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran is
That's
one of
another
my-
new one.
Yeah, so that's my top 5. Like all music all around, but if you want me to name my top 5 favorite rappers, I can.
Nah, I just want to know your top
Okay.
5 favorite artists, you know what I'm saying?
Alright, cool.
Then since you feel like talking about music like that, then I got a question for you, then.
Yes, sir.
What is the song of all time?
Favorite
Of
song?
all time.
One song.
One song. Just wanna- yeah, just want to go to music.
I'll say my favorite song of all time would probably have to be. It's a Kanye West song. It's a Kanye West song.
Okay.
I'll say. We're gonna give him Addiction by Kanye West.
There you go.
Off a late registration in 2006. Yeah, that's probably like best song ever.
There you go.
I'm gonna give Kendrick Lamar's "Ignorance of Bliss" an honorable mention too. That song is amazing. And "Ignorance of Bliss" from the overly dedicated mixtape that he dropped in 2009, I believe. Yeah.
Okay, shoot, that's what it is, y'all. So, what made you keep your name as an artist instead of like coming up with a nickname like
Man,
most people?
man.
Like Kendrick Lamar, his name Kendrick Lamar, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I just want to ask.
Actually, Sean Andy isn't my full name. It's actually like abbreviated from my actual full name. My full name is Sean Trey, and my last name is Anderson.
Okay, gotcha.
So I just took Sean and Andy. But the reason I even wanted to use a part of my own name is because, I don't know, I just feel like it's part of me.
Yeah, go see.
Simple as that.
It's
Yeah, it's
I
part
feel
of me.
that.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to say,
Yeah.
I didn't want my rap name to be Sean Trey Anderson. You know, that shit sounds like the name, whatever it is. It sounds too forward sometimes. You want people to, you know what I'm saying, be able to just say, yo, Sean, or Sean Andy. You know what I mean? So that's the basics of it.
Feel you on that one, man. So, what is your vision you see for your future?
For my future.
Yeah.
I wanted to make, me and my partner, Swan Don, we strive to make BXM an entertainment group. Like, we wanted to be a production company. We want to be able to make anything. That is in movies, TV shows, movie directing, hiring videographers, photographers, artists, producers, just putting everybody in a position where they can get where they need to be. That's always been me and my business partners strive and goal to just put everybody in a position where they can win.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what it is.
Okay. So, what is the message that you're trying to send out through your music?
Don't be afraid to be yourself.
Okay.
That's mainly what it is. Like unapologetic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's really why I stand on. You know what I mean? And that's
I be riding around with a bad bitch.
Cause I have a question though. Do you lean more to rap or hip hop?
I lean more to art.
Okay.
Like, I will literally put whatever on the track, on the beat, anything. I will literally get on the song with no instrumental and just put the song out there with just vocals. So I really don't put a genre, you know what I'm saying, on like specifically what I do. Of course I do rap. That's what brought me into the music game. But now at this point in time, I feel like I can do whatever comes to my imagination. Whatever I put down on that canvas, that audio canvas, I want to be able to stand out. I want it to be different. It can be anything, you know? So that's basically how I really stand out with my music. Or try to, differentiate from everybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then your brand, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about it, man. So,
Yeah. We got a couple pieces up here.
Yeah.
Blunt minded. I can read y'all the definition. I actually made out a full adjective definition on my cell phone. I don't like to pull out my cell phone during interviews, but we're just gonna pull this up real quick.
Yeah.
All right, so we got it right here. This is the definition of blunt minded. It stands for being truthful, strong-spoken, a person of high self-value, based off of their accolades and or passion to continue, an individual who holds knowledge dear to them, one who is outspoken or distinctively heard and inclined to think in a particular manner. So that's what we and my partner stand on, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's been growing, man. We've been out here doing it for like 8 years, and it's just been growing from this point on, and we made it happen. We got a full website, we got a product store on the website. We have whatever needs to be done almost in every area of entertainment. We can kind of cover that right now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say we got everything going, but we do have a huge amount of things going. You can come to us for a lot. We will consider ourselves a one-stop shop. You know what I'm saying? We got the photos, the videos, the music, the engineering. We can connect you to features, beats, to A&R label, email contact lists, put you in positions as far as management goes as well. Like whatever anybody needs, it's like we're like the hub. And people cross through us to get to where they need to go. Yeah. And that's what we want to do. That's how we want to excel for the production company that we're trying to. We're not trying to. We actually are creating. It's already in like full cycle. We already got a lot going. So I'll say the production company that we're already establishing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. So now I want to ask, man, what would be your best performance, you say?
Performance like on stage?
Yeah.
Ooh. I think it was the one I mentioned, man, that show. 2014. I've been doing a lot of shows lately. Yeah, the music scene out here is dope too. It's a lot of artists and a lot of producers and promo people, you know what I'm saying, that put me in a position to help me out as well. So I appreciate y'all too. But best performance was June 21st, 2014, Drunk Boys Pub. 400 people, one dude stage dive.
Yeah. Got caught.
Yeah. One dude stage dive.
Hold up, we ain't gonna skip that. Hold up, he ain't getting caught. Hey.
He know who he is. That's my man's though. He my bro. He my bro. Shout out my man Gnarly Phelps.
My bad, I didn't mean to laugh like that.
Yeah, man.
My bad.
It was an amazing time.
No, hold up, I'm on that.
It was an amazing time.
No, but he fell, right? Like, hold up.
Yeah,
How the crowd move? How the crowd move, though?
They kind of like moved out the way. But he was turned. He was turned up.
Even that turn to jump like that?
It was. Yeah, but that was like, the reason I would say that was the best performance, not because of the amount of people or the capacity.
Yeah.
It was just vibe. I was performing with my brother-in-law, which is one of my good friends. Shout out to OD Banks. He used to engineer my stuff for like probably for like the past like 5 years. He was mixing all my stuff. I was in there with my man Al B, my bro Quan. No, I don't think Quan was at that show. He came to the next one. But we had such a vibe because I was so comfortable around the people I was with.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was crazy, man. And the crowd was just so interactive. Everybody was just showing love, you know? So that was the best performance that I can honestly say I've had to date.
Okay. So what would be 3 things a new artist should like start doing as soon as they start?
3 things they should start doing?
Yep, 3 things.
I feel like the number 1 thing you should do as an artist is take critique from other creatives. It doesn't matter if you feel like, oh, I don't want to hear it, or you got a lot of people telling you what to do. Take critique from other creatives. And I say creatives because people know music. Creatives vision music and they see past what the regular eye doesn't necessarily perceive the first time. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like take critique from creatives. That's number 1. Number 2, be consistent. Stay in or writing music or in the studio, stay in there almost every single day of your life. If you don't write, be like me. I record on my voice memo on my phone and I'll record me like, you know, mumbling some shit. And I save all my recordings. Consistency. That's like the number 2 thing. Number 3 thing, remember the reason why you're making music. Everybody has a passion in something. I feel like it stems from the passion, and then some people kind of, I ain't gonna say sell their soul, but some people kind of just let whatever happen to their brand, and they taint their brand sometimes. Remember why you're doing this, and remember your passion. So that's number 3. Remember the passion.
Gotcha. So you like to write or you like to freestyle when you do the music?
And lately I've been freestyling on some shit, man. But I love writing. I'm a huge writer. That's like my go-to. If I can't write, I'm gonna mumble it in my phone, bar for bar, and then put it together. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So like that's what I do. I like to write. I love to write, but sometimes I freestyle.
Okay. So what would you say the best thing you love about being an artist?
The best thing I love about being an artist is telling my story. You know what I'm saying? Growing up my father was a pastor. He owned his own church in Providence, Rhode Island, and growing up in church, in the church house, and always being in church and being part of that apostolic background, I feel like that has a huge play to do with me being an artist and how I vision myself as an artist too. So, yeah, that's basically what it is for that.
So this would be a good question for you, man, because I like the mindset, man, for real. So I can ask you this question: How do you deal with criticism?
I take it. I take it in. I accept what people tell me. I apply it to to what I know.
Yeah.
And if I don't really try to worry about how they tell me the advice. I just take it in as, yo, listen past the tone, past certain projections that people may have, and just listen to what the fuck they saying. You know what I'm saying? Because I think people have a problem with, oh, the way he said something, or the way my manager, or the way the engineer said I needed to do this, man, this nigga don't fuck with me, or, you know what I'm saying? It's like, shut up. Just listen to what this person is trying to tell you.
Well, I feel what he's trying to say. Okay?
Like, yeah, I feel like, because you think in Hollywood, you think they're gonna just, hey man, you know, respectfully, brother, you know, you should just try this out right here, man. This may work for you, sir, please. No, they're gonna be like, hey, this is not it. Get him out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna laugh at you. You know what I'm saying? If you want to room with A&Rs and your shit not together, they're gonna laugh and be like, you know, get this fool out of here. This quality's trash, get him out of here. Like, you know, so I feel like I really stand on being the best, you know, producing the best person, best artist that I can out of myself. You know what I'm saying? That's mainly what I try to do.
I be riding around with a bad bitch.
So time management, you know what I'm saying? How important is that?
Oh, I gotta have my time, at least 2 hours a day to go into doing what I do. You know, I do have a busy life. I do work still. You know what I'm saying? I'm still working, but I definitely try to make time for my art. That's number one. I got to do that. That's number one. So yeah, like 2 hours a day, I'll say. I'll work into my time management for what I want to do. That's what you was asking, right? Like,
yeah, like, I'm just saying, how important is it, like, time management, like, you know, getting things in order, like, okay, you spend this much time with the family, you do this at work, you do this for yourself, you do this for the business, you sleep, you know what I'm saying?
oh yeah, it's vital. It's vital. I definitely believe time is of the essence, and you got to create those moments with people, because you know money is physical. You can touch money and then it can be gone in 10 minutes.
And get it right back.
You know what I'm saying? So
the time, though, you can't.
Exactly, you cannot get that right back. It's one of the most detrimental things that you have to keep near to you, because a lot of people will not know it, but they'll be taking your time from you.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? Energies, hating on somebody, or like not liking somebody, or taking your time out to hate this person. That's time and energy wasted. You know what I'm saying? And I've been a victim of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I know for a fact, I love and I appreciate my time. That's like the biggest thing to me. You know, as opposed to energy.
Gotcha.
Time is like right there with energy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, have you something to say?
oh, yeah. Some water.
Yeah. I'll take a water.
Intermission. I got you. All right, we had this little intermission.
Yes, sir.
We back.
Yeah, man.
So,
You're right.
you know what I'm saying, the Bronx, right? So, like,
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? I am very interested to ask this, because you could say that you tapped in two different cultures.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, would you mind describing, like, how it was from growing up to the Bronx to coming to something completely different?
Yeah. Well, my mom, she from Savannah, Georgia. So I used to we used to be in the South a lot with the family down here, you know what I'm saying, in GA. So I wasn't really used to living here, but I was used to being around, you know, Southern folks, because I had cousins that was from GA and all that, you know what I'm saying? But coming from the city to living how I live now, I mean, it wasn't that hard of a transition, other than having to, you know, fight somebody at school every day. I ain't gonna lie to you, you know what I'm saying? That's about it.
I be riding around with a bad bitch.
When I moved out here at 16 years old, and I went to Westover High School. You know what I'm saying? I moved out here 14 years ago, and it was just a lot of people not liking who I was. They didn't like the way I presented myself.
Okay.
They didn't like the way I talked. They didn't like the way, you know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of people just didn't like me. So I dealt with a lot of motherfuckers trying me, and they found out what to do in that situation again. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like growing up, coming from down here, the best transition or the most beneficial transition was slowing my time down. I feel like, because it slowed me down. Up there, I was just hectic, man. I could tell you some of the things I did. I told you some of the stories. I did some shit, man. I did a lot of crazy stuff at one point in time.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm just thinking about the memories right now. It's going through my mind. Yeah, the city was crazy, man. New York in general, the Bronx was wild. It was crazy, man. I definitely love being down here. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, man. So, man, let me take this in a different direction. Right. So, what got you interested inside doing music?
Damn. Well, it was another artist that got me interested into it.
Okay.
Kendrick Lamar. When I heard like him and the way he rapped and stuff like that,
yeah,
he inspired me to do what I do, like the way that I rap and the way that I do certain like cadences and stuff like that. And then this is in 2012, mind you. This is 10 years ago when I was, you know what I'm saying, kind of on that Kendrick wave. As I grew into being a better artist is when I started to find my own lane, started to experiment with more original sounds and, you know what I'm saying, start doing stuff like that. So I feel like, yeah, that's definitely how that journey went.
That's
you know what I mean? Yes, sir.
That's what's up. So how do you feel that the music have changed from the time that it started to now? Like what is your output on how it started to where it is now?
You talking about my music or music?
I'm talking about this music in general.
I feel like
because like I have to ask you that question like that because you say you into all types of music. You don't have no genre. So that's why I had to present it to you like that. Like,
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? What do you see that change with the music from back then to now?
Well, firstly, I feel like music now is completely, it's going to be transitioned from this point on, meaning it's going to get more different, original. It's going to be more crazier, like concepts and sounds from this point on. Mm-hmm. At one point in time, music back in the day, personally to me, I felt like it was like a template. It was more generic, you know, especially hip hop at one point in time, you know. But I feel like, I don't know, like you meant the difference or like
how it changed?
How it changed? It changed drastically. I feel like music now is based off of a lot of. I mean, it was always based off of image, but like now I feel like music is just built off of entertainment. Who can sell their story the best?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like that's basically what it is for me. That's how I see it. Yeah, that's how I see it. It's like people sell their stories, and if you got the best story, or if you got an entertainment lifestyle, if you a gangster, or if you a pimp, or a gangbanger, or whatever, or a drug dealer, you're gonna be put to the front. You know what I'm saying? Especially because a lot of these labels, you know what I'm saying, they promote that because they know it sells. They know it's like a movie. You know what I'm saying? When you want to watch an entertaining movie, you might watch something with some drugs, some violence, some killing, or something crazy because it's entertaining. So just imagine you getting it in 3 minutes on the audio track for 12 songs. You gonna bump that shit. You like, that's just, and the person's vocal sounds like they're from the hood and stuff like that. You're gonna be like, yo, this shit hard as fuck.
True.
You know what I'm saying? True. And it catches your attention. That's how they sell. So I feel like music has changed a lot, especially more melodic. I see a lot more rock-inspired music. I see a lot more, you know what I'm saying? Even though, don't get me wrong, we got the Run DMCs that was doing Walk This Way in 1980s. We got other artists. You got Jay-Z that used to work with Linkin Park. You know what I'm saying? So we do have other artists that have ventured out, but more consistently, I feel like now the rappers are literally the rock stars. They're the ones wearing the rock clothes. They're the ones, you know what I'm saying, using their vocals melodically and with a lot of instruments and all the bells and whistles and things like that. You know, so now I feel like it has changed a huge amount, but it's only going to change more.
Gotcha.
From this point on, I feel like it's going to be more original, more crazier sounds, because it's all about, you know, mixing. Engineering plays a large part with it too. The engineer, you know what I'm saying, based off of what these folks want in their tracks.
I be riding around with a bad bitch, and I'm fussing in a bitch, and the beer smoking on some good shit. Clutching on my 9, ready to take shit down. I'm riding around in my city. Baby girl gon' soft them titties. I'ma throw a couple hundred on them pretty little ass bitches. You already know how I'm getting it. Just keep it going, keep this coming. This little money throwing ain't nothing. I'ma run that ball, girl, I ain't punting. If you get in this car, we fucking. I ain't spoiling nothing. I'ma roll up and I'ma pour, but you suck good dick, you gon' leave with something.